Hey everybody, welcome to Movie Reviews with Original Songs, aka MRwOS. I'm your host, David Coyle, and I'm going to be basically just reviewing a movie that I've seen recently, and then pair it with a song that I've written that I think has similar themes. Before we get started, just want to say, if you enjoy the program, please like, follow, and share it with your friends, or if you want to support it more directly, please subscribe to my Patreon page at patreon.com/David Coyle. And today's movie is Dune Part 2. Da, da, da. Yeah, so Dune Part 1 was really good. I really enjoyed Dune Part 1. Dune Part 2, I think, was even better. It was certainly a great way to kind of pull it all together. It's directed by Denis Villeneuve. Well, I'm going to pronounce this wrong. Denis Villeneuve. He's a French director who directed Arrival, Prisoners, and Sicario. All just, fascinating films, really interesting films. And the movie stars Timothée Chalamet, Zendaya, and a whole cast of thousands that include just hot names in the Hollywood scene. So, it's an all-star cast. And of course, it's adapted from the classic sci-fi novel Dune by Frank Herbert. This is, this is just a really great piece of sci-fi, big screen cinematic sci-fi. I think the version that David Lynch did back in the 1984, and you kind of have to compare it to that. That was a much shorter movie. They covered the same territory in one film, whereas I think it was a smart decision by Denis Villeneuve to split it into two films. There's a lot of story to this. And honestly, I think that's the biggest accomplishment of this film, is being able to balance as much story and as much plot into the film and not feel crammed in there. It doesn't feel too cramped. It feels fairly natural. I feel like he did about as well a job as you could do with how densely packed the novel is. There's so much political intrigue and layers to people's personalities and whatnot. The actors do a great job of doing it too. They really put on nuanced performances. The scary people, they're also fearful people. They have their hesitancies, and the heroes, of course, they've got a lot of doubts. And I don't know, it's good layered performances from everybody, and good layered writing as well. The cinematography is beautiful. Again, looking back at the I guess really more the choice of art direction. David Lynch, the 1984 version, that was a very inventive film, a very inventive film. But it was also kind of ugly. It was really ugly in a lot of ways, and I think it would be off-putting to a lot of folks. Whereas this movie, I think, even with the dark dystopia that's going on, it is still a beautiful-looking film. You can really just the images tickle the eyeballs, and if you're a lover of visual films, I think you'll really enjoy this. So I don't know. I'm going to tell you. I think we just had the Oscars recently, but I think at next year's Oscars you should be looking to see that if this movie's nominated. I would be surprised if it wasn't nominated, frankly. Anyway, this is an epic soap opera, but it's not as fun as Star Wars. It's speculative sci-fi, but it's not as optimistic as Star Trek. So, if you're picking out your sci-fi touchstones, those are not the tone of the film. I'd say it's probably closest in tone to something like Blade Runner, which, has a very cynical, darker look at the future. This is much further in the future than Blade Runner. But the coincidence, of course, is that Denis Villeneuve, he directed a sequel to Blade Runner called Blade Runner 2049. That came out a few years ago. I think Dune 2 and Dune 1 and the combo of Dune 1 and 2 are much better than Blade Runner 2049. And I would not that I disliked Blade Runner 2049, but I thought I think Dune Dune is the superior product. I would highly recommend it. But I mean, I guess the bottom line is if you enjoyed Blade Runner 2049, then, you know, you'll probably enjoy Dune. It's got that tone going for it. So, yeah, it's a feast for your eyes. It'll challenge your mind. Yeah. Check it out. Highly recommend it. All right, so the song, you know, normally I pick songs that only tangentially relate to the movie in question. This time, however, I have literally written a song about Dune. And this was something that was written back in 2018 with my friend Jay Allen. And he plays bass with me a lot when I'm out performing. And we had never written a song together. We got together. We were just kind of talking about, you know, what do we want to write about? And at the time, Jay was reading Dune. He was really, really into it. He was kind of obsessed with it a little bit, just because of the political, you know, aspects of it. And you know, we just decided, hey, let's give it a shot. Let's write a song about Dune. Now, when I write a song kind of about, I don't know if a fringe is the term, but like kind of an unusual topic, I try to make it, or not a typical, you know, song topic, which is usually love, right? Love and relationships, right? You know, I try to sort of disguise the song a little bit so that it can be taken, you know, a couple different ways. It could be taken, you know, as a straight song for, you know, folks who are just listening kind of casually, or it could be something that could be enjoyed by people that are fans of whatever material we're singing directly about. And this one, I think we managed to kind of, you know, walk on that edge, though once you get to the sandworms, you know, kind of all bets are off. But anyway, this is a song that by yours truly, but also Jason Allen, and it is called In Your Blue Eyes. So here we go. I see the future in your blue eyes. I see the water and what it buys. A new nation, your salvation. Raise your knives, find a way to survive. Shine. Little sister, kill the beast. Your Messiah brings you war and peace. Hear the water, feel the time. My revelation, you're my concubine. Shine. I am the future in your blue eyes. 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 All right, that's it for Mr. Woz. Go enjoy some movies, folks, and I'll be back next time I see a film. Take care.